Welcome to today's episode of Face to Face with AD. Got a very special guest. We'll be back in these moments.
To whoever may need this nugget of encouragement. Hey, I know you've been looking for a breakthrough, trying our best to make do. Every day is something new, but change gon' come, oh yes it's true. Brighter days are straight ahead. Follow me, won't be misled. Just look up, don't hang your head, and we'll get to the promised land.
And we're back. We're back here on Face to Face with AD. The special guest I was just telling you about, Coach Bam Bryant here. Getting a chance to join us here today. So glad you took out time out of your day, man. It's been exciting. I've been excited. I don't know about you. I'm turning back flips and everything. Like, man, I get to sit down with the man. Been a long time coming. Coach Bryant, well, again, I want to tell you, welcome to the show. I want to thank you. Want to appreciate you for you just sitting down, taking out the time today. Just introduce yourself to South Arkansas from the top. You know, people that don't know you, kind of just let's give a little rundown of who you are and what you do and what you like to do.
Gotcha. Well, just like I say, I'm a coach. They call me Bam Bryant. Originally from Central Florida, a place called Bartow. I'm familiar with the state of Arkansas. I actually played ball here in the state of Arkansas for the University of Arkansas. What I love to do is just coach, and with the coaching, that's my stage to be able to get a hold to these young men, not just win ball games. I want to make sure first those guys see me as a father figure, as a mentor, then a coach. So that's the thing I like. My passion is to help these young men attain their goals.
Well, I looked a little bit at your background, your bio and everything. You play a little sports yourself.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Three-sport athlete.
Three-sport athlete,
And
yeah.
three letterman. We're going to say letterman. So that means you was good at all three phases of the game. How did that impact you to make you want to go and continue your career? I know you ended up playing college football. Started out at, I think, Upper Iowa.
Correct.
Okay. And it was just interesting. He's a man from Florida in Iowa. What led you to Iowa?
Oh, man. I would say, just like you say, three sports. I did the three sports because I want to make sure that I stayed busy throughout the school year. And I know that if I played three sports, my senior year was going to go by fast. So, I decided, hey, let's do football. Once football was over, basketball. Then I was juggling baseball or track. I said, no, I'm going to just run track. I think track and football ties together.
Yeah.
So, I was excited about that opportunity to just do those three sports. And coming out of high school, I had a lot of schools looking at me. But, I struggled on that ACT test. So, as far as trying to get that Division I stuff, that dream kind of crushed. But I knew I had to take a different avenue. And my high school coach, I mean, he was like a father to me. And still to this day, he communicates with me on pretty much weekly basis. So he took me to coaches a players fair down in Lake Wells, Florida. And that players fair was just basically get a lot of players that haven't been signed after signing day to get to a school. So I also had a roommate that he was trying to get into college as well. So I had a chance to go to Kansas and play at the JUCO in Kansas, but I had heard horror stories about Kansas and stuff and JUCO players and not making and getting up out of there. So I decided I would go up to Upper Iowa, which had a 2-year program and a 4-year program. So I know I went to the 2-year program to get my associate degree so I can move on to the next school.
Okay. So we always talk, we have a lot of guys, great athletes still. People, I'm not a great test taker myself. I really don't like taking tests. No. And they're tough. It's not that we don't know, it's tested.
Yeah.
And one thing about it, I look at the perseverance, and some guys will just give up on their dreams. They're like, well, I can't pass the ACT test. They'll stay at home, go to the workforce, anything. But you always, like you want to say, I have a goal that I want to achieve in life, and it's something I have in mind. And you set just for that. You went towards that by going up an hour. Did you play just football there, or you just was you able to do another sport as well?
Oh, I did football and I also ran track. somehow, some way, my name got on the basketball roster as well. But I never suited up in basketball, so I stuck with football and track.
Hey, guy, which one was you better at? What you think?
I would say out of the three, I would say football, definitely. Basketball, I knew I wanted McDonald's All-American, so hey, that wasn't going to work out. And then track is basically, to me, an individual sport until the end of the meet. That's when you put all the points together. And, and I love that kind of stuff. Competing, hey, it's me. I can't let myself down in this situation. But at the end of the day, I know it's a team sport, and I don't want to let my team down. I want to come in. I want to get in at least first place or second place so I can bring enough points so we can win this meet.
Very competitive spirit. And I'm like, man, and I love you being competitive. And we look at competition these days. A lot of young men don't have the drive of being competitive. A lot of guys want to go to the next level, but they don't want to compete. You go to a school where it's only 45, 50 kids, and then you go to college, it's 150 kids.
Exactly.
And you don't want to wait. And now, the way the stuff is set up, it's so crazy now. But after that, you went through that, got a chance to go play 2 years in Up Iowa, transferred to the Razorbacks.
To the Hill.
And so went to the Hill. Now, everything is coming to reality. Your dream is really started to coming forward, and everything. You get opportunity to play on the SEC level. We gonna say the greatest level of all of football. And how was it up there on the Hill? I'm just gonna let you interrupt. I'm not gonna say anything about the Hill. I'm not a Razorback fan, but guess what? If it pays the bills and it gets you where you need to be, and the greed and part of your outlook, because if they would have called me, I'd have went too.
Oh yeah. I would say that experience was great. I love that experience. Matter of fact, the way I got up there is my nephew. He went up there as a quarterback for the University of Arkansas. Okay. And my brother-in-law took, back then was a cassette tape. He took the cassette tape and they looked at the film and they called me and, hey, we want you to come on down here to University of Arkansas and, just basically a trial position and, moving forward to a scholarship. So I betted on myself and I left Iowa. I was at Northern Iowa at the time because I had transferred to Northern Iowa. So I got on the plane, I flew down to Fayetteville and in 2000, and I was there, hit campus. I mean, it was a culture shock because, like you say, when you talk about the SEC, that's the closest step to the NFL. Now, the speed was a lot different there, and I mean, I got broken in from day one. Summer camp there with those guys on the SEC level, and you're dealing with guys that already NFL prospects and stuff like that. So they definitely broke me in, and I mean, it was a great experience because I was killing it up there in Iowa. Yeah, it was a D3 school. And then now you're talking about going to the SEC because that was my goal coming out of high school. I should have, if I did what I had to do on the test, I'd have been in Central Florida playing with Dante Culpepper. But I ended up in Iowa for 2 years and then down to Arkansas with Matt Jones. So I got a chance to get down there and experience that. And then the thing about it, the atmosphere there, we were the NFL team of Arkansas. And just like Coach Nutt used to always tell us, hey, baby, it's only one hog. That's it. You got a lot of tigers and bears, but you only got one hog. And, man, we loved that. We took that and ran with it, man. And, being a brother, I love the atmosphere with the players and stuff. And, I mean, every day you're going against somebody that's going to eventually play on the SEC, not the SEC level, but the NFL level. So I was excited about that experience and, and then, game day experience, going to practice every day. I mean, I just had that mentality that, hey, I've been waiting on this. I had to take an alternate route to get here, so I'm not going to take this opportunity for granted.
So, we look at the connections and, somebody that knows somebody. I was at a retirement party and the coach that got to retire said, in life, everybody needs a break in life. Somebody to help us up. And one thing about it, you had opportunity, knew somebody that you was connected to, and they had faith in you. They knew what you could do. And so you had a break. Somebody be able to say, here go a cassette tape at the time, tape, and plug it in, and bam, there you go. You had a coach that from high school still didn't give up on you, no matter what transpired of the test, where you wanted to go, he was still there for you. He was still pushing for you because he knew you was great. And you knew you was great. And like you said, you took chances on yourself. We don't know how great we are at times, but other people can look at us like, man, he's going to get there. He's going to put in the work. And I can tell how much work you put into getting there. So you went from there to Iowa, and I've been to Iowa. And when I looked at it, I said, hell, like he been in Iowa, but Iowa, whatever it takes to get, that's part of the process. We always say stuff, God, his plan is crazy.
Oh, yeah.
God do some crazy stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And we're going to take a break. We're going to talk about some of the crazy stuff he did a little bit later in the show.
Hey, I know you've been looking for a breakthrough, trying our best to make do. Every day is something new, but change gon' come, oh yes it's true. Brighter days are straight ahead. Follow me, won't be misled. Just look up, don't hang your head, and we'll get to the promised land.
Back here on the show, face to face with AD. Again, we got Coach Bryant here. Just chopping up a little football, a little bit about your past. We're going to bring it on up to stuff here very shortly. But, we Razorbacks, it's Saturday. We know how crazy it is in the SEC. You had an opportunity to play in front of thousands. And on all, like you said, ready NFL players. How the journey, we're looking at the journey now, your life journey as a young man coming up in Florida. We know what come out of Florida.
Oh, yeah.
We know what come out of Florida.
Oh, yeah.
If you look on any roster, I don't care what level, what division, if you don't get Florida, you don't have Florida kids on your team, they're not fast.
Oh, yeah.
They need it gritty. They don't play, especially Central Florida. We know what come out of South Florida. Those areas, we know what comes out of Florida. And if you don't have them on your roster, you don't have a DB.
Definitely.
Your DBs are coming out of Florida, just about, with the dreads. But you're a little opposite. You're a little opposite, though.
Totally opposite.
Totally opposite. But we know what comes out of Florida. We know the greatness that's in that state. And everybody will say, hey, Florida, you can run, you can catch, you can tackle, and you ain't scared of nothing.
No.
How, when we look at the steps and the stages, we talked about the college. We're going to go back a little bit. Your life, your upbringing, and the inspiration what made you want to get, and the persevering, the hard work to make you determined to say you got to become what you want to become, and it's something you have to do.
Oh, man. It's a great question. I think just looking back, growing up, didn't have the best upbringing and stuff like that, but it was my mindset that I had to, constantly on a daily basis tell myself, I can do it. I can do it because coming from basically the projects, and down there in Bartow, Florida, just basically been raised in the projects, and they saying folks in the projects is not gonna come out of there. It's a traditional that, hey, you stay there, you don't go, that's it. It's a lid on what you can do. But my mom did the best that she could do, and my thing is I wanted to make her happy. It was 6 of us. I have an older brother, and I got 4 younger brothers and sisters. So I'm the one I always told her that I was gonna be something in life, and she constantly asked me, and I said, Mom, you only gotta ask me that one time, and I'm gonna tell you one time what I'm gonna do. So I was basically a self-motivator coming up. And, then we left there and went to a place called Gorn Heights where my grandma was at. So now my grandma is helping my mom raise us as well. And so just going there, and my grandma introduced me to church and got baptized, and I knew then, hey, things are gonna get a little better at an early age, because I never thought about being a coach or anything. I really didn't know what I wanted to do. My dad was military. I knew I didn't want to go to the military. I didn't want anybody shooting no bullets at me, so I'm good. And that's when I really got involved into sports, when I went there, because there was a baseball field and a basketball court located behind my grandmother's house. And I wanted to take advantage of it. At first, I didn't know if we can go there or not, or get on that field. So I started taking advantage of going to the basketball court, picking up basketball, shooting basketball, also going to the baseball field, playing baseball, also getting in the street when the cars are not there, and me and these guys are racing. Who's the fastest one? So we always competed on a daily basis. I mean, it was a fight every single day down there. I mean, it's just that mentality that we had. And then I start surrounding myself around others that had the same goal as me. Now, I mean, everybody that, I hung with was not with sports or anything. They had their mindset on other stuff that they was doing. But the thing that I love about those guys, they never tried to influence me to get involved in the stuff they was doing. I mean, it wasn't the right stuff, but every time they got ready to do the wrong thing, we gonna drop you off and move, because they saw something in me as well. And I used to get mad at them because I wanted to hang with y'all, but knowing that if I kept on hanging with them, I was gonna get locked up eventually like them. So I decided, just to put all my emphasis in sports. And, and I know at times playing baseball coming up, that was my sport coming up, to be honest. Baseball was a sport. Trying to get to the baseball game, baseball practice, and my coach took time out with me to come pick me up every day. I know my mom, she had other stuff to do. It was 6 of us. She had to work. So, my coach was able to come in and pick me up and stuff and take me to practice. And I think that's the reason why I live by those 3 things: as a father figure, mentor leader, and a coach. Because of what my coaches did when I came up. I want to give back to these young men. And it's the same thing, when I went in interviews and stuff and telling them, the relationship that I want with the guys and stuff. And also, once I got to high school, that's when I started playing football. Football and basketball. But I did 4 years of basketball and 1 year of football. And that was my senior year, and 1 year trike. And so I had to make a decision. When I was making a decision, I was like based on, hey, the number of scholarships that's gonna be given in trike, number of scholarships in basketball, number of scholarships in football. And at the time it was like 25 in football and about 4 or 5 in basketball. And I knew I wanted to make it on All-American. So yeah. I was like, hey, I'm gonna go with football. My mind said I gotta get in the weight room, I gotta get bigger, stronger, faster. I gotta get out of here. And, and then coming into high school as well, I had a bunch of my family members that dropped out of school in the 9th grade. I was scared of the 9th grade because, I go, oh, well, I guess this is where my journey stops at. I've been working real hard to go, but this is where it all stops at the 9th grade. But I overcome that, and I had a lot of coaches and a lot of people in my family believe in me. They saw that drive that I had, the mindset that I had. I want to go to church every Sunday. I want to pray. I want to make my mama happy. I want to make her proud of me. I want to be able to go out and do these things that I've been trying to get to as far as the lead. But I ended up playing football that last year, and I did real well on the field. And, again, I had Central Florida, Ohio, which was a high academic school. I don't know why they was bothering me, but, they saw me at a camp making a lot of plays.
Oh, yeah.
And, and so I just, things didn't work my way. And I had ended up having to go that route to Iowa.
Yeah. When we talk about the journey to life and how in the level you coached on at the junior college, and you knew how tough, people don't understand how tough it is at the JUCO level. Please, if any young man is watching, please listen. A man that has coached it and played it there, how tough is the JUCO level?
Man, it's real tough. And a lot of guys think they got to be physically strong to play at JUCO level. You have to be mentally strong. You have to be mentally, and also with the coaches, we have to be mentally strong because we have a short period of time with those guys. We don't have 3 semesters to try to change 18 years of what they've been doing. If you ever have an opportunity to look at Last Chance U. Matter of fact, I was on season 2, episode 6. And if you sit down and look at Last Chance U, that first season and that second season, and it'll show you the struggles that those kids go through. on the JUCO level. Now with us as coaches, we have to go out. We got a high turnover every single year. I turnover at least 34, about 25 to 34 guys gone every year. So now we got to go back out and try to refresh that roster. Then guys thinking, hey, they supposed to be at the Division I level right now and stuff, and it ain't coming fast enough. Yeah. And it's constantly, hey, come in my office, let's sit down, let's talk, and motivating those kids, stopping those kids from jumping off the cliff. Because recruiting those kids and going to these kids' households and seeing the way they live and stuff like that, I mean, it's touching. It's touching. And then you have to tell them, hey, I got somewhere better for you. I want to help you out. Just give me a chance and give me an opportunity, because they have been misled so much. And sometimes the guys, you want them, sometimes they don't come to you because they've been hurt before. Yeah. And they'll think, hey, you sound like a used car salesman. But on that JUCO level, it's very, very, very difficult, because you got to be able to relate to these kids. And I think with my background, I can relate to them. Now, some of them, I probably can't relate to them that has, been through a lot of trauma or been homeless and all that kind of stuff. I have friends coming up that was in that situation. I talked to them, but I don't personally have that experience. But after 20 plus years of coaching and recruiting and stuff like that, I can relate to those guys and bring those guys to us down there in Mississippi Gulf Coast.
And that's what I tell guys that go around this area, they go to junior college. I tell them, that's going to be the toughest time in your life.
Yes.
Special kids that's not, per se, of their lifestyle, tough, middle tough. They might just say, hey, they weren't good enough to be recruited, or they want to just try football. I was like, you got to be ready.
Oh, yeah.
I say, if you're not used to that style and those kind of guys, because a lot of time guys, not a lot of them, it ain't the test. It's they got in trouble, or this their second chance, and they're rough. Because I do actually do junior college basketball, and you got to be different. You got to be built for it, and you have to have a heart for them. Like you said, when you go and talk to these young men and you tell them, hey, how do you actually get them to actually just buy in and say, okay, I'm going to give it a shot? And how often do they kind of stick around long enough to let you help them out and get where they need to be?
Well, I would say, the recruiting part, building that relationship. A lot of coaches, their first drill that they teach is stance and starts. My first drill that I teach is the I care drill. And what I mean by that, the player have to know that I care about them. If they don't know that I care about them, they're not going to play hard, or nor are they going to trust to come to me. Yeah. So I go and I'm sitting in the household with grandmother, mom, dad, or whoever it may be, and I tell them, when your child see me, I want them to see me, hey, that father away from home. Yes. And I tell them, I say, just like I tell the players all the time, I say, hey, if you was a father and you have a child, you want your child to be the what? And they say the best. I say, okay, that's what I want you to be, the best. Then I say a mentor. I don't deal with a lot of young men, a lot of different situations, a lot of things that they've been through, ups and downs and stuff like that, highlights, low points in life. But I want to mentor you. My door is always open. You have my cell number. Come on, let's sit down and let's talk. Let's not make a decision that's going to hurt you, because there's an opportunity cost to everything you do in life. Yes. Let me be your mentor. I have mentors. And then last, coach. That's easy for me to coach you. I know the game. I played the game. I played the game on the highest level of college. I had a chance to get to the doorstep of the NFL. So, hey, give me a chance. Give me a chance. And then at the same time, I sit down and talk to those parents. I say, hey, you're going to send me a young boy, and I'm going to send you back a grown man. And it's my job as a coach to make your son a better player on the field and prepare him for life after football.
But just having that background, and it's crazy. Like, God, we all question God, why you put me in this predicament? My mom working 2 or 3 jobs. She got 6 kids. Why did you put me in this situation? And later down the road, bam, that's your name. It's a reason. So, wow, here you go. This is why. You'll be able to inspire men, and some of them make it. You know, I always tell them, we want everybody to make it. Exactly. We want everybody to be the best. But sometimes it's just, they like, this is too hard for me. Yeah. This is too tough. You can pour it out. And I tell it, I say, I want you to make it. I really want you to. But if it's in you, you'll make it. How do those guys, the guys that become successful, that make it and go to another, transfer to a 4-year college, and some make it to the NFL, how many guys, I know just a couple guys that came back to you and say, Coach, thank you.
Man, I would say a lot. And that's the greatest feeling ever to have. Because the previous junior college that I was at before I got here at Mississippi Gulf Coast, I had 3 guys that's in the NFL. Wow. And being there at that school 2 seasons and only win 3 games. We played 9 games a season. So that's 18 games we played, and we went 3-15. Every single day, I had to put that father figure hat on, that mentor hat on. Now, coaching, it was difficult too, because the guys would go through the motion. Because, hey, we ain't gonna win the ball game. We gonna go out there and lose with everybody at homecoming. Yeah. So I had to train those guys. Hey, this is not your last stop, man. This is just the beginning, and you try to get back on track to get to that 4-year school. I had one guy, he was a walk-on. And he also ran track at the school. And instead of him, dealing with his position coach, he trusts me. So I helped him get through the process and stuff, and he ended up playing at Colorado, ended up getting drafted 3rd round to the Philadelphia Eagles. And I had a receiver that I coached that was playing receiver for me. He ended up leaving us and going to Memphis and getting drafted 7th round, late 7th round, and he's playing with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Then I had another guy that was a running back that actually got released from the school that I'm at right now, and they called me, hey, you need a running back? I said, yes, I need a running back. And I got that kid, and he got picked up as a free agent with the Seattle Seahawks. But during that whole time period, we see those guys going to the NFL and stuff. We see the highlights. But behind the scenes, you didn't see the work I had to put in to make sure those guys stayed on the right path and stay out of trouble. Because trouble is easy to get in on the JUCO level. And that's what I had to tell those guys. It's easy to get in, but hard to get out. But those 3 guys really had to change, especially when I was coaching the receiver, had to change his mindset and start doing stuff right, because he called me now and joke around and with me as well. But they'll text me, every blue moon text me, Coach, I appreciate everything you did. And because I told him he wouldn't come back on Sundays. I said, okay, guess what? Are you going to do that if you get in the NFL? Oh, no, because that's different, Coach. That's Monday. I said, well, guess what? Treat this like the NFL, son. Treat this like the NFL. Get on back on campus. And we actually had a kid just got picked up this year that played with us at Mississippi Gulf Coast. He's going to the Chicago Bears, and we also got another one that played at South Alabama that's going to the Seattle Seahawks as well. But the one that's going to the Chicago Bears, he was a walk-on, and he didn't play my position, but I constantly sit down and talk to him and mentor him, and man, he sent me a long text messages thanking me for believing in him and continue to encourage him every time I see him, even though I didn't coach him. But that's what I use this coaching stage for, to just mentor those guys. And I tell them, I want you to be a number 1. I don't want you to be 7'5", 3'2", 4'7", and blown to the state. I want to protect you from that. So those guys, they trust me. They see me in a different way, even though I don't coach them. But I just enjoy just seeing those guys successful and getting those text messages.
Wow. And to have kids that come and just text you and say, thank you. Coach, I'm going to send you a shirt. Like, Coach, I owe you. You don't owe me nothing. Yeah. What you did, you being successful, paid me.
Exactly.
I tell them I work every day. If you want to send me a ticket, I'm there. But it's just the opportunity of you making it out. We'll take another break. We'll come back, talk a little bit more.
Hey, I know you've been looking for a breakthrough, trying our best to make do. Every day is something new, but change gon' come, oh yes it's true. Brighter days are straight ahead. Follow me, won't be misled. Just look up, don't hang your head, and we'll get to the promised land.
Back here on Face to Face with AD, just chopping it up, Coach Bam Bryant. Again, man, it's been good. It's been good. And I feel like we've been kind of lived the same kind of path a little bit in the lifestyle of upbringing and the inspiration and what we want to give back to young men, no matter who they are, to make them become better young men. Because, hey, you could be robbing my house, so that's why I always look. Hey, I want to look out for you. I want to show you a better route. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. But we look at the adversity and the commitment that you put into everything you do. The challenges in life that you have faced and you instilled in young men to show them that, hey, it's a better way to life. You've coached on every level. You coached South Haven and man, I'm like, that's a pretty good school. Delta. That was, at that time when we was I used to play at SAU for a little while, I hated it. Man, you talk about rough. That's how I know how tough football is. I tell any guy, I say, hey, and I thought I was very committed to the game, but it's real.
Oh yeah,
it's real. That at SAU, but that when the Delta State and South Al, that was the SEC of Division II then. Gotcha. You know, it was tough. I mean, SAU now, I think they had something different, but it was tough. It was the Go South. It was the SEC of Division II. That was instilled on us. But you end up coaching on all levels, facing all kind of types of adversities, and we go bring it up. It was a coaching job, came here, opened up, you applied, had your interview. Wish you was here. Oh, yeah. And people know me. People know us. You are what we need. It may not be what we want. It may not be what some people want, but people that been there know that and can relate. We need that. Let's just talk about a little about that, and we're bringing on up the stuff to all the way to the next. We're gonna let it rip.
Yeah, well, we're
gonna keep it sweet. We're gonna keep it nice.
We'll pull it out the closet.
We'll put it out the closet. We're gonna pull it on out.
With that situation there, that El Dorado High School, as you know, it came open twice. I think that the first coach was Coach Reed that left. Mm-hmm. After he left, a lot of folks in the community was like calling my wife rather, and reached out to her and, hey, the job is open. Hey, see if Bam would be interested in coming in and interviewing and stuff like that. And when she told me that, I told her, no, I'm not ready to go back on the high school level. I did 7 years on the high school level, and then when I was on the high school level, I constantly called coaches at these universities, and I heard no for 7 years. I don't got into the door, I'm not going. I say, hey, we can cut that short. I'm not going back to high school. I don't want to fool with it. And she say, I respect that. And so we left it alone. Phone calls stopped coming in and stuff like that. But, I still came here and I recruited the school and also standing on the sideline watching guys play and stuff like that. And then it came back open again. And this time, the same thing. But a lot more people from the community called and asked me to, hey, come and interview. But this second time that I did it, it was two reasons why I decided to come in and do that interview. The first reason was the community came back after I told them no. They came back, so they believe in me and what I'm doing. They see my resume. They seen what I've been through as a college coach, high school coach, and the things that I have accomplished in this career alone. And the second thing is, my wife, her parents are here, and they're not getting any younger. Yeah. And we want to be here to help them and support them at the same time. So those were the two reasons why I decided to put my best foot forward when I stepped in that interview room. And I felt real good, and I felt like I definitely had that position here at El Dorado.
Yeah, it was And when they said who the name they had put in, because when nobody talking, I was like, man, he'd be great. Not just for football, but for the community as a whole, to stir our young men back, because it's a tough city. This town has really, and I wish the best for it, but it's tough.
Yeah.
And we need people that show them that you're just not helping me make money to feed my family, but I want you to be able to graduate, and I want to show you a better way too. Not just use you during football season.
Exactly.
But have you after football season as well.
Exactly. And that's something else that, in that interview during that time, that's what I was trying to tell them. Because when I go out, I've been coming here for almost over 10 years now, close to 10 years. And just watching this community and watching how these parents support their kids in all these sports. I would go to Little League football games, Little League basketball game, and just see the excitement that it brings to those parents watching their kids playing sports. And I'm like, those kids need a strong mentor in their life. And that's one thing that I was saying in that interview with them. I told them, I'm coming in as a father figure. I'm coming in as a mentor, and I'm coming in as a coach. And that's the same mindset that my staff is going to have as well. They're going to have to be able to relate to these kids and be able to put these kids up on their wings and guide them in the right direction. And I wanted to make sure that they understood where I was coming from, because I knew what the community wanted. Yeah. I knew what the community wanted because I've been around you. I sit there. I'm the type of person, I don't say much. I just sit back and I observe. And I see what's going on around the community because, again, I was recruiting. My nephew played football there at El Dorado as well. And I was asking him about, them going to different camps and stuff. And he said, hey, we just go to basically the D2 schools here in Arkansas to their camps. I say, La Tech is down the road, Monroe down the road. Hey, go to LSU. Hey, get up there to Fayetteville, Arkansas. But they just did the schools around here. I want to bring more to these guys. I want to put these guys on the map. Hey, sophomores, juniors, let's get in the car. Let's see exactly what competition you got to go up against. Not just here in the state of the state of Arkansas. Let's see what's going on in Louisiana. Let's see what's going on in Oklahoma. Let's see what's going on in Mississippi, Alabama. Just get these kids out. And that's one thing that I really want to do. And, it didn't transpire the way I wanted to as far as getting the job. And the way that they went about it, I didn't like it.
And I don't like it either. I'm just going to be honest. We was at home. People in the community looking for help. And that's why they wanted you. They watch. We watch. We hear. We see you win. And matter of fact, I got a championship shirt and a pullover. I sure do. Miss Ann brought it to me. I sure have it. And I want to wear that shirt because I'm like, man, we knew what you bring to the table. We knew what you would help, not just being winning games. It's more than just putting W's and scoring touchdowns in life. It's more than that. And that's what we need, the aftermath. Everybody's not going to go to the next level.
No.
And they don't understand that. No. We want them to go, but it's not for everybody. It's only very few, especially here in Arkansas, especially South Arkansas. We know what the ratio of who goes to the NFL and who goes to D1 and go to the big schools, and who's going to go in there and be a true freshman and all that stuff and go to. The community's crying out for help. It's mothers crying out for help. They want help, but we let the help get away. God closed the door to open up another door. He never leaves two doors open at the same time. Tell me about that little door that opened up. And what's behind that door?
Man, it's I would say it's a huge door that opened up. And I think I'm back on the football field or running track again up there at Arkansas, running that 4, instead of 4.3, I'm running a 4 flat.
Woo-hoo-hoo. Dust in the wind.
Oh yeah. Man, something that I've been trying to get for a long period of time. I would say, I've been chasing this dream of coaching Power 5 ball with FBS and stuff like that. Just getting in the door as an analyst, offense or defense. But hey, we full. Like flashbacks when I was trying to get into college. No. But I don't let that gets me down and discouraged about folks telling me no. I keep pushing. It's a challenge, and I tell myself all the time, it's not a sprint, it's a marathon.
Yeah.
And after 21 years, building relationships, staying true to my word, also helping kids and stuff, and my blessing came about a month ago when the Pittsburgh Steelers picked up the phone and called me and said, hey, we got an opportunity for you to come up as an intern and work our training camp. We would love to have you up here. Would you take this offer? And I didn't have to think twice about it. Before the phone was hung up, I told him yeah. So I'm on my way up there July the 23rd for training camp with the Pittsburgh Steelers, and looking forward to getting in there with the receivers coach, special teams coach, defensive coaches, and being where my feet are at that time. That's what I'm more excited about. I'll leave back everything else at the other job and be where my feet are there in Pittsburgh.
Did you say Pittsburgh Steelers?
Pittsburgh Steelers. Steeler Nation.
It just, I'm telling you, man, that man, and people say that we know who he is. That man will start he do some stuff, man. It'll mess your mind up.
Oh yeah.
You said you want to go to FBS. He like, nah, man, you better than that. Just hold tight. And patience sometimes. He like, man, I'm tired of being told no.
Oh yeah.
But again, same thing will happen. I mean, the life journey is like, man, no. Okay. All right. NFL call. Bam. Again, there you go.
Exactly.
And how you slept in it? That's the question. Because I didn't, man. We was in a meeting, and at the Young, and she didn't answer. Miss Danielle didn't answer the phone. Like she always answered the phone when Christina called. She always answered the phone. I said, "Girl, answer the phone." No, I'm gonna wait. Out of all day, she didn't answer the phone. She called me the next morning. I'm working in front of the computer. She told me what happened. I said, "What?" Man, my computer went dead. Man, I was so excited. I called her. I said, "Man, did you?" I said, "Man, I said, man, I feel like I'm working. I feel like I'm like, man, that excitement. How did you sleep that night when you got that phone after that phone call?"
I would say, to be honest, I didn't sleep. I did sleep, and I know I had to get up that next morning around about 5:30 to go work out because my wife and myself work out every morning, and I didn't sleep. And then I finally got a chance to go to sleep. I guess just picturing myself up there in front of those professional players. I'm talking about the highest level, and how I need to present myself and get those guys to trust me, what I say. Because this here is big. I mean, they told me you coaching these guys as if you coaching your guys back at your school. So I'm hands-on with these guys. So I'm just sitting there trying to picture myself coaching these guys and stuff, and my brain wouldn't shut off. I didn't go to sleep. I probably still ain't getting no sleep.
Hey, I don't know who gonna sleep for you because I'm like, man, that's huge.
Oh yeah,
that's huge. I mean, he elevate when he say he'll elevate you, man. He elevated. Yeah. Man, he went all the way to the pit house.
Oh yeah,
all the way to the pit house, and you get a chance to be with the coolest coach in NFL.
Oh yeah.
Mike Tomlin, laid back, cool, don't say much, but hey, I watched some of his training days. He's just strictly business.
Yes.
And he's structured, and so he able to be cool. Never had a loser. He don't have a losing season.
No.
And man, you get a chance to be a part of that on the highest level that we all dreamed of.
Oh yeah,
being there some kind of way. We don't care if we ain't sitting in the stand. We want to be there, and not just a football team, a well-known franchise, the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Definitely.
And man, I don't know how excited you are, but I know I'm happy.
I was trying to hold it back.
Don't let it
try hit that field, baby.
Man, What's the first thing you gonna do? You hit that field on Sunday. On a Sunday. Now, be honest.
Well, I would say the way I first planned to hit that field, especially that first day of training camp, drop to that knee and thank God for this opportunity. I've been waiting 21 years for this. I've been trying to get on the FBS. I've been trying to get a head coaching job at a high school. And like you said just then, you know what? Bigger things and better things is out there by me being patient and trusting the process and putting God first on everything I do.
Yeah. And tell anybody, it's more than just X's and O's.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we can X and O all day. You can do that. You know, I can sit out X and O with you. But can I put God in it and relate and thank God for all the things the knowledge, the wisdom, waking us up, giving us opportunity, open up huge doors that we can even, we don't even think that high. It's amazing. You just want to get to the FBS level.
Oh, yeah.
And,
yeah.
you know, I'm thinking he like, my thoughts are not your thoughts. And it's like, okay, God, you gonna show me, okay, you gonna do me like that.
Oh, yeah.
And you competitive now.
Oh,
God can say, okay, I can show you, I'm gonna show you up. I'm gonna show you. And so, man, that is, again, that's huge. And I'm just gonna shoot it out there. It's amazing that we don't have an NFL coach coaching here in high school. It is amazing. So that's gonna be, that's gonna be the new talk.
Oh, yeah.
Like, this guy's coaching the NFL. We didn't hire him. Are you crazy?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
But God can put you in a predicament where you don't even have to get mad. You don't have to say nothing. You can be able to say thank you.
I just look back on all those things and those steps and that I had to go through and the ups and downs and all the challenges and stuff. And, the best thing that I can say is, just having that support team and, that's my wife and my kids.
Great support team.
That's what motivates me every single day I get up. I got each and every one of them sitting there on my desk with their eyes on me, and they seeing everything, every move I make.
Yeah.
And that what really helped me out. Even though doors closed on the FBS level, no. Doors closed on the high school level, no. But I trust the process, and I knew that, bigger things gonna happen. But I didn't know it was gonna get this big.
Now you gotta know, man, after a while you gonna be able to write a book and be like, man, dreams, hey, Bam is here.
Oh, yeah. Exactly.
Bam is here. And after that kneel, man, I don't know if you can tell you're athletic, but I can't forget this. I thought you was going to start. I saw something on Facebook, man. You was in there throwing them hands.
Oh, man.
Man, is that your new hobby?
Yeah, that's definitely a new hobby. I got tricked into that. I got tricked into that hobby, man. My wife, she went and got a massage, and the lady there that does the massage, she works out at the gym. So she come home all excited. Hey, I want you to go with me. We better go do kickboxing and stuff. I said, all right, I'm going with you. You're going to do it. I'm supporting you. I'm going at your pace. And we gets there, and it's boxing. I said, well, you told me it's kickboxing and stuff like that. And she said, no. And then when I got there, and the guy, he knew of me. I didn't know him, but he knew of me, and he was excited to have me there. And he said, hey, Coach, I want you to come here at least 4 or 5 times a week. I want to get you ready to box and stuff. I said, wait, hold on. I'm a coach. I ain't no boxer. But going there, I fell in love with the boxing, man, because now I'm getting coached. And while I'm getting coached, I'm thinking the same thing, put myself in those players' shoes when I'm coaching them.
Yeah.
And just listen to those guys. And sometimes I get tired and I want to give up. But he keep pushing me, motivating me. But I was like, no, I be doing the same thing to those kids and try to get those kids to keep going, hey, I need to practice what I preach. So boxing is the new hobby.
After finish the NFL career, there you go, you might. Hey,
Get
you know what? Because you know the
out.
thing about when people start getting on that level, that celebrity level, man, next thing you know, we'll see you on TV in the ring. It's just so bad. I mean, it don't stop from here.
No, you don't.
You ain't going. They can't miss this phase.
No. I just want to do it to just stay in shape and and I mean it's great cardio for you.
Oh, it's a killer cardio.
Yes.
It's a killer. I tried it one time, but I said, "Oh no, my wrist ain't tough enough for this."
Oh yeah. They try to put the heaviest glove. I think it was a 16, 18, 20-ounce glove just to, because it was telling me I was just, hey, we ain't trying to get power right now. We're just trying to get the technique down. And I'm just boom. So they put heavy gloves, and now that punch just look like it's in slow motion.
You know, one thing about them hands now, you got to register them hands.
Exactly. That's the only thing I told my wife. That
you got to register them. Yes,
I
sir.
said, you know what? I don't did this. Guess what? Now they are weapons.
They weapons.
Yeah.
Oh, mass destruction.
You got to be careful. Yep.
Yeah. So now you. But the thing about it, look, hey, it's over with. We good. Yeah. We got high heights. The National Football League is waiting. I'm gonna be waiting. We're watching. We're excited. Hey man, I'm overwhelmed. Coach, any last words you would like to say, or tell anybody anything that you would say on giving up on hopes or dreams or whatever they may, however you feel, you can express yourself right now.
Well, I would basically say, what I do on a daily basis. I try to find a way to motivate myself, because I know if I motivate myself, that's gonna be something permanent. Somebody else motivate me gonna be temporarily, and I'm looking for that guy, that woman to motivate me again. So whatever you're doing in life, man, trust the process, man. Get around people that have the same goal, same mindset as you have. Hey, the sky's the limit. Never give up on your dream. You never know how close it is. Again, I heard no so many times, but I never gave up. Most people will. It's all about the mindset that you have. I can go in that weight room and push 340, 365, but that don't mean nothing if you ain't strong-minded. Never give up on your dreams. And again, surround yourself around individuals that have the same mindset you have and goals, and watch how things fold out for you.
Hey, I know you've been looking for a breakthrough, trying our best to make do. Every day is something new, but change gon' come, oh yes, it's true.